I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, June the 19th, 2014. Today marks the 7th day of Operation Brother's Keeper, the search being conducted by Israeli defense and security forces in the West Bank for the 3 yeshiva students who were kidnapped there 1 week ago last Thursday night by terrorists. The IDF conducted searches of over 100 buildings overnight and made more arrests. In Jenin, clashes were reported when Palestinians threw rocks and homemade explosives at IDF soldiers who returned fire. And Israel's Air Force conducted several airstrikes early this morning in response to more rocket fire on Israel last night. Last night, 4 rockets were fired into southern Israel from Gaza, landing in the Sha'ar HaNegev Regional Council. One of the rockets hit a building and caused some damage. No injuries were reported. In response, the IAF conducted 5 targeted strikes in northern and central Gaza, including an underground rocket launcher. Israel's President Shimon Peres met today with the families of the 3 kidnapped teenagers and promised them that he would be bringing more attention to the plight of their children when he visits the U.S. next week. Peres met with the parents of Eyal Yifrach, Naftali Frankel, and Gilad Sher at the president's residence in Jerusalem today, where he told them that the whole nation is united as one, standing and praying by their side. He said the IDF and security forces would turn over every stone in their search. Peres also said that world leaders have to be very clear and very loud in taking action against such terror. He said terrorism isn't just the state of Israel's problem, but it's a global problem as well. Peres said that he plans on speaking to congressional leaders and to U.S. President Barack Obama about the kidnapping when he visits the White House on June the 25th, calling it his personal mission. He said we must continue to ratchet up pressure against terrorism and dry up terror funding, since terrorist operations cost a great deal of money. Just as sanctions were imposed on Iran, Peres said, there need to be sanctions against terrorism, whether it's Hamas or Hezbollah. They need to be punished. There is no room for forgiveness or mercy. Former Shin Bet chief Avraham Shalom died today at the age of 86. Shalom served as the director of the Israeli Security Agency from 1981 to 1986. He was one of the Israeli agents who captured notorious Nazi leader Adolf Eichmann in Argentina in 1960. Born in Vienna, Shalom immigrated to Israel with his family when he was 11, where he later joined the Palmach, the fighting unit of the pre-state underground army in 1946 in Israel, and fought in the War of Independence in 1948. He joined the Shin Bet shortly thereafter. Shalom was recently featured in the Oscar-nominated 2012 documentary about the Shin Bet, The Gatekeepers. And the mother of jailed Jewish American contractor Alan Gross has died at the age of 92. Evelyn Gross died yesterday in Texas after battling cancer for many years. Her son Alan Gross was arrested in 2009 in Cuba for providing computers and internet access to the Jewish community there, and sentenced in 2011 to 15 years in jail in Cuba for, quote, crimes against the state. He had previously asked Cuban authorities for permission to visit his ill mother, but was refused. Alan Gross's wife, Judy, said his mother's death was a devastating blow. According to a statement by a family spokeswoman, Judy Gross said, "I am extremely worried that now Alan will give up all hope of ever coming home and do something drastic. Surely there must be something President Obama can do to secure Alan's immediate release." The Associated Press reports that an 89-year-old man was arrested this week in the U.S. following a warrant issued by Germany charging him with aiding and abetting in the murder of 216,000 Jewish men, women, and children while he was a guard at the Auschwitz death camp during the Holocaust. Johann Hans Breyer was arrested Tuesday night outside his home in Philadelphia and ordered held without bail. Breyer has admitted that he was a guard at Auschwitz, but told the AP he was stationed outside of the death camp and was not involved in any killing. Thomas Walther, who represents family members of some of Breyer's alleged victims as co-plaintiffs in the case, told the AP the German court has to find late justice for the crimes of Breyer. He said it is late, but not too late. Breyer's extradition hearing is set for August the 21st. Nazi hunter and head of the Simon Wiesenthal Center Jerusalem branch, Ephraim Zuroff, praised Germany for their efforts in prosecuting Holocaust perpetrators. And the Anti-Defamation League welcomed Breyer's arrest as well. ADL National Director Abe Foxman, himself a Holocaust survivor, said, "We applaud the German and American governments for their commitment to ensuring that while justice may be delayed, perpetrators of the Holocaust will be pursued to the end, no matter how long it takes." And Foxman is featured in our Shalom TV programming for tonight, Thursday, June the 19th at 8 o'clock. The ADL leader addresses the current issues facing the Jewish community from the recent Limud conference. And at 9 o'clock tonight, Israeli journalist and author Yossi Melman speaks about threats to Israeli security, Middle East politics, and quality of Israeli intelligence to Mark Golub on L'chaim. That's here on Shalom TV and ShalomTV.com. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Thursday, June the 19th, 2014. I'm Teisha Bader.